So I have a question for you. Have you ever thought about what people will say about you when you pass from this world? Now, I know this sounds incredibly morbid, and if you're anywhere in an environment like I am today, it's sunny and it seems like such a heavy topic for such a beautiful day. But there's a reason behind this. And I just really want to challenge you. Is this something that you've considered or not? I have thought about it a lot, especially over the past couple of years, but even more so when my kids were born. They're 4 and 6, and sometimes I just wonder if I'm always going to be around for the rest of their life. And I know those seem like dark thoughts, but it truly helps me be more intentional with how I'm spending my time today because I really want to make every minute count. I really want to make an impact in this world. I want to leave this world a better place than when I came in, and hopefully a better, more promising place for my children as they grow. So it's something I think about on a regular basis because we don't know when we're going to pass away. We don't know when our last day is, or when our last minute is. And for me, something big that drives me is knowing people's journeys. I am in love with people's life journeys. I love to know where they've been, how that shaped them into who they are today, what motivates them, what drives them, what they dream about, what they think about. I love getting to know people for that reason. And I think it's really important for us to think about our life through our own lens. It can be incredible to really reflect back on our past journey because we have a new perspective than what we had when we were actually going through it. You know, we have that hindsight aiding us now. We've been able to see how all of these little situations, experiences, the people who have come and go, how they've helped form us into who we are today, how that's maybe helped us align with our passions that we didn't know existed before. It can be a really beautiful piece when we do sit down and have a true reflection on our life journey. And that's something that's really driven my purpose here. You know, I've talked about before, what's the one thing that I want to be able to do in this world more than anything else? And it's really to help people see how beautiful their life journey is, how important they are to the contribution of the world, how every minute that we're alive, we're all collectively contributing to the future of the world. And that's why we are all so important. There is nothing more heartbreaking to me when someone passes and there are still all of these questions about who they are or how they came to be who they left this world as. Because we all know, like, there are situations that maybe, or experiences in our life that maybe the majority of people in our life know. And then there are some that maybe a handful of people in our life know about, or maybe no one knows about because we've just kept it inside. But they're all really, truly important pieces into the total picture of who we are. And that's why I feel like it's so important for us all to take the time to document our life journeys. And that's why I'm such a big believer in the power of memoirs specifically. Yes, there are biographies, autobiographies, right, where it's more of this everything that happened in your life and the timeline behind it. But memoirs specifically are crafted in such a way that it's for a specific message to be delivered to the readers. And those for me are the ones that I really resonate with, especially again, thinking in terms of if I had to leave a letter to my kids someday about what made me who I am, how would I want that to be presented? Sure, it could be done in journal entries. It could be done in a biography sense or autobiography sense. Or for me, it would mean so much more if there was an overarching theme, a message that I really wanted to be able to leave them with. And I can show them how my life has really come to lead to that message, to support that message, why it's so meaningful to me, and why I want them to take that away. I get emotional with these things. That's why memoirs are so powerful. And that's why I'm such a big believer that every single person should take the time to write a memoir. Maybe it's just for them, for the person writing, because there's a healing process that can happen there. I've seen this time and time again with my clients. There's so much healing, even in moments and situations that we feel like we have already done the therapy for, we're healed, we're past it. Being able to reflect on it in a writing approach, it's a brand new process and it's very powerful on the healing front. So whether it's just for them, maybe it's to, like in my case, I would really want to share it or have it be shared with my kids when they get older. Maybe it's to share it with family and friends. Maybe someday you think about publishing it and sharing it with the world. But no matter what path you take, I really believe it's important for us to all spend that time documenting our life journeys from our own lenses, from our own perspectives, because no one else will be able to tell our stories quite like we can. So one of our primary focuses at Burning Soul Press is really the focus on memoirs. And we get a lot of questions about, well, I'm still living my life. Can I really write a memoir? Well, unfortunately, you can't write your memoir once you've passed, right? And the beauty about memoirs is that you can write as many as you want because they are all based around that certain message, that certain theme. So really, you could have 10 memoirs. It's not all encompassing of your life. It's just really thinking about in terms of, I always say like this letter, right, that you want to deliver to the reader was that one message that you want it to reflect. So we're really excited because we are launching our 6-week Write Your Memoir Journey course, which is going to be a mix of recorded sessions with live coaching from me. It's my passion through and through. And what I will help you do is uncover what your central message is. What is that one theme that you want to have represented in this memoir, especially thinking about it in terms of this is it, right? This is what fully represents your time here in this world. I know there's a lot of like, that's a big way to put it, but it's a great way to look at it, to really hone in on what those important messages, sub-themes, the overarching theme, what those are. So I will help you with all of that. We're going to go down a very reflective period of your life, looking at things in terms of not just events, situations, or people, but how all of those have contributed to who you are, how they've played a part in your transformation throughout your journey, because you have, right? You've changed throughout time, and every single person, every single decision that you've made has contributed to that. And it's really incredible to be able to look back on that and see those patterns arise. It's also a great chance to honor your own strength, your own resilience, seeing how you've overcome obstacles, how you grew through certain situations. So we're going to walk through all of that together, and then we'll talk about how to structure your memoir, how to flesh it out, how to make sense of all of these stories, how to put them together, how to even find your writing voice in your writing approach. I will help you through it all. Now, yes, it would be wonderful to have your memoir done in 6 weeks, but a lot of us have a lot of things that we're balancing in life. So really my goal with this program is to set you up with the structure, with all of the tools. So by the time we get done, you feel 100% confident going back in and just expanding on everything that we started. However, I know there will be a few of you who really take this time to complete it, and that is doable as well. I will give you both tracks so you can choose what fits for you. And best of all, you get lifetime access to this. So yes, this is a 6-week course because I will be live in it, coaching you, helping you along the way. However, you will always have access to the recorded sessions once we're done, to all of the material, so you can go back and revisit it as often as you would like. So if you have any questions, please feel free to message us. We would love to help you in any way that we can. But I hope that you will join us in this incredible 6-week program, the Write Your Memoir Journey, because I can guarantee is the one thing that you will never regret the investment in doing. It's going to be a beautiful growth period, a beautiful documenting period. And like I said, this can all be for you first. You don't have to think about sharing it with anyone else, but do this one thing for you, and you'll be forever grateful that you did.